And the accommodation goes out of date quite quickly, really, in terms of what services are provided, what they're looking for. And anyone who believes that they can see a gap in the market can build a nice new student block, and they'll probably fill it. It might be at the cost of some rather tired older accommodation down the road.
And it's also looking at the percentage of bespoke student housing accommodation that's provided. You'll have university-owned stock, you'll have the private sector bespoke halls, and then you'll have the houses which you rent by the room. And if you analyse any student deal, it'll look at the coverage for those various elements in each location. And broadly speaking, there are plenty of universities where there are under 25% coverage of what I would call bespoke halls, whether it's university or private sector owned. And actually, certainly first year students, all of them, for a lot of people, it's sending their child away from home for the first time. So actually, do they want a backstreet house rented out by Mr. German, or do they want actually a lovely shiny student hall which is managed with security, with washing machines, with 100 other students in there together? I think I probably know where I'd go. I know my son's away at school at the moment, so he's already been kicked out of the house. But so you can see why there's going to be a growing demand there, and I think that the universities get that too, and they're going to promote it.
Just from an investment class point of view, though, I think the fundamental difference from an investor point of view is the lack of alternative use for student accommodation. It's always going to be student accommodation unless you do something very inventive. But with private rented residential, no developer, I don't think, we're going to get to the point where people are finding a way to build rental accommodation that's somehow not suitable to be sold on the owner-occupier market one day. So the investor knows, however much their strategy is focused on long-term income, they do always have the option of selling it on the owner-occupier market if they need to at some point.